Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Tonight we're back for more Solo Crisis League. Tonight we're continuing what we were doing yesterday, which is Season 10, Round 1. Season 10 is a big deal. I talked about it a bit yesterday, but when I initially started building the league, started planning out its future, I went to 10 seasons. That's as far as I went, and that's where we are now. We're going to have more than this. We're not done. I've made more plans since then, but it's just big because this is the end of the initial plan. We're here, at least in round 1 of the final part of the plan. So we're here. We're going into season 11 eventually, but right now it's season 10, round 1 of 5. The theme of this season is least used. The whole point of this season was, we did 9 seasons up to this point. Now we're going to play characters that have been played the least, the characters that have gotten the least amount of love, the characters that maybe they had just stronger options offered with them, or maybe they really are just weak characters. That's what this season aims to find out. We have quite a few Dark Knight's Metal characters in this because we introduced Dark Knight's Metal in season 3 or 4, so it's had the least amount of time of all of the characters in the game. So there's quite a few of those. But let's see how we shake out today. We have 2 options, and I actually had a hard time choosing because I think they're both great options for this particular setup. We're using Heroes Unite plus Crisis 1. I really like Heroes Unite. It's a strong base set, arguably the strongest. And then Crisis 1 is just a lot of fun. I really like Crisis 1 and 2 the best. Going back to Crisis 1 is always one of my favorite things to do. So, in this setup, we have 2 options. It's Mr. Terrific and Harley Quinn. I'm going to Mr. Terrific, but Harley Quinn's actually a pretty good option too, and normally she's not in a Solo Crisis game. So during each player's turn, the first time you pass a card or discard a card, draw a card. Now, you're the only player if you're playing solo, right? So during every player's turn means only during your turn. And you have to discard a card to trigger it because you're not going to pass a card. You know what's good for that? The Heroes Unite locations. Something like New Genesis. Is this a hero? No? Okay, I'm going to discard it, and I'm going to draw the next card thanks to Harley Quinn's ability. That's a really strong option. It's definitely underrated. I hope other people do choose her, because I do want to see how she shakes out in this particular matchup. But then we got Mr. Terrific, and that's where it's too strong to pass up. For another similar reason, this one a Crisis 1 based reason, and that is his ability is once during each of your turns, so once during each of my turns, I can gain a weakness and put it into my hand. Not to my discard pile, not in my deck, into my hand. If I do, I can draw 2 cards. So as a choice, I can draw a weakness every turn if I wish, and with that, draw 2 cards. Now, what's good for that? There are 2 copies of Magic in this deck. Magic allows you to play a card that you've already played this turn again, and then destroy it. Those 2 copies of Magic will destroy a lot of copies of weaknesses as needed, and we'll get 7-card hands pretty often. We're just behind where we need to be for a supervillain. We got it. We have the Rise of the Ra here. We'll probably have a few weaknesses floating around, and then we can work on whittling them down as we get closer to the final villain. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm really excited to play as Mr. Terrific. But if you chose Harley Quinn and you're playing in the league, I mean, I get it. That was a tempting option, but I think Mr. Terrific, outside of Dark Knight's Metal, is way stronger. Within Dark Knight's Metal, he's a risk for obvious reasons. But outside of Dark Knight's Metal, yeah, definitely check it out. Let's see what this initial lineup is. We have Arkham Breakout in play, so whenever a card with an attack enters the lineup, we treat it as a first appearance attack against ourselves. And then Ra's al Ghul, if we do not buy a card from the lineup during our turn, we have to add an additional card to the lineup at the end of our turn. So, there's that. And then to beat this Crisis in solo, we have to discard 5 cards of different names. And if we do that, we can end Arkham Breakout. It's not going to happen yet. We have to get as many cards as possible in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I already see a great plan here. That's 2 cost cards, each of different names. In one turn, we added 2 cards of different names to our deck. And that's going to be really helpful for beating Arkham Breakout. And there's magic already. Just as I was hoping. Alright, 1, 2, 3 power. Now the bad news here is we can only buy a kick. And the worst news here is that means Ra's al Ghul gets triggered and 2 cards get added. Signature Trenchcoat and our first villain, each player gains 2 weakness cards. I don't want that so early. I want that for Mr. Terrific's ability. Don't want that for Avatar of the Rot so much. Alright, so we do gain 2 weaknesses because I don't think we bought a single defense card. Wait, no, we did. We bought flights. We might have it here. We don't, though. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna use that. We'll get Canary Cry, just so that we can get another defense floating around in here in the hopes that, we can end this crisis soon. Alright. If this is the first card you play this turn, you may discard your hand and draw 4 cards. Alright. Discarding our hand and drawing 4 cards. That's pretty good. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll definitely get Magic. Magic's going to help us clear this deck up, get rid of weaknesses so we can use Mr. Terrific's ability. We're going to have a good time here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We'll get Animal Man. I can see a lot of good uses for him right now because there's lots of starters in our deck, obviously. Plus, all the cards we seem to be getting are superpower, so we can get some strong cards into our hand also. Play the odds, you know? I can draw a card. This is not a good hand. I guess we'll go with 1 power, and then these will get nothing. We can at least buy Quiver of Arrows to avoid... to avoid getting hit by Ra's al Ghul's power. But we will still not have a great hand there, obviously. Still need to get rid of Avatar of the Rot. I might have to use my Mr. Terrific ability soon. If I get like to a 5 or 6 power hand, I might use that. We'd like to start getting rid of weaknesses first, though. Oh, another one. Each player puts a location he controls into the discard pile. We don't have any. 1, 2 power. These do nothing. That's enough to buy Flight. Sorry about that. Let's see what we got. New card. And each player reveals his hand and discards cards of this that contain... discards... Each foe reveals his hand and discards cards until his hand contains no duplicates. Well, there are no duplicates here. In fact, this is a perfect card for... This perfect hand for Arkham Breakout, but it's not going in our favor still. But we can draw a card for Canary Cry. We'll play... Let's see. 1, 2, 3... I'd like to use Magic on this vulnerability, but I feel like I have to use it on a punch to get the 4 power so that we can at least get rid of a villain. You know what I mean? Or else we get hit by Ra's al Ghul, you know? I had to choose. Do I want to get hit by Ra's al Ghul this turn, or do I want to avoid that potential attack? So, Quiver of Arrows, let's see. Let's look at this. I guess we'll discard it. We'll try this. We'll say starter. Nope. We'll leave that there. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll get rid of another villain. Start working our way down that list. Another villain down. Still got to get rid of Avatar of the Rot. And despite having magic, we've only got rid of 1 punch. No vulnerabilities or weaknesses. Another villain. Look at the top card here. I may discard it. We will. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go ahead. What's out here? Yeah, we're going to go with Crimson Whirlwind. New card comes out. Bow Staff, good option. Alright, let's go with Animal Man. We'll say Superpower. No, it's a starter. We get to draw a card at least. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get Bow Staff because it's going to be 3 power as long as Avatar of the Rot remains out there, right? Hard to say no to that. That's not a good hand. 1 power. I guess we'll try Mr. Terrific. We'll gain a weakness put in our hand to draw 2 cards. Okay, it worked to our advantage at least. So that's 1, 2. We're going to use magic on that punch to get the 3 power, so we can at least get rid of this. Wait, I don't have to do that. What am I talking about? Come back. Sorry, we're at 1, 2, 3 power, get rid of this, and then we'll play a weakness and use magic on it to destroy it. I thought I had 1 less power than I actually did. Alright. Let's see how this goes. So we gained a weakness, but lost a weakness. That's good. Soul Taker Sword's going to be key. Let's try this. 2 power, we'll say superpower. No, not at all. Well, 5 power here. 6, we're going to gain a weakness to draw 2 cards. 7 power is enough to say goodbye to Avatar of the Rot. Had to do it. I know we gained another weakness in that task, but it had to happen. Oh, another one. Each foe reveals his hands and discards cards with the same name as a card in the lineup. I don't have any of those cards yet, so we're good. We can go ahead and draw a card. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Soul Taker Sword, definitely. That's going to be necessary for us to start destroying. I mean, I have magic, but I think I've used it twice. 1 punch, 1 weakness. Alright, Quiver of Arrows. Looks at this. I'll discard a punch. I'm good. 2, 3, 4. We'll use that to get House of Mystery. You know what? No. We'll get rid of Strife. Get rid of Strife in the hopes that we get 5 cards with different names this next turn, and we can end this crisis. But I have so many punches and vulnerabilities, right, and weaknesses right now that I don't see that happening. New card comes out. That's the Rot. Oh, wow. We actually have 5 cards with different names, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard our hand. End Arkham Breakout. Okay. And then with that, we have to add 2 cards. We didn't buy anything from the lineup, obviously, but that's okay. We're in a good place. 2 power, we're going to destroy a punch. 3, 4, 5 power that we will use to get House of Mystery. I like that. I like getting rid of a starter and replacing it with an ongoing card. Get rid of a weak card in our deck and replace it with a card that takes no space in your deck. Alright, 1, 2 power. These do nothing. I can't. I was thinking Mr. Terrific's ability, but I really can't take the risk. We gotta do something else. 2 cards have to come out this turn now. Alright, we'll do Quiver of Arrows. Look at this. We will not discard it. 3 power for Bow Staff. 4, 5. 6 power. With 6 power, we're going to go with 2 copies of Raven. I think that's a smart move. It's a few extra cards for our hand. Increases the odds that we get something like Magic or Soul Taker Sword in the same hand as a weakness or vulnerability. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good move. All right. 2, we'll say superpower. Nope. 3, 4, 5 power. With that, we'll say goodbye to Killer Frost. New card comes out. Another signature trench coat. It's great news, because we can keep one and send the other one to, Ooh, hold on. First of all, 1 and draw a card. First time you play a card of cost 5 or greater during each of your turns, draw a card. We'll play Magic, so that's 1, 2. I'm sorry, we're playing Punch and then using Magic on to get 3 power. Magic triggers House of Mystery. So we're at 3 power, 4, 5, destroying this weakness, 6 power. Now things are working the way they're intended. Thinking of getting Science Cell, just in case we need it later. What I mean by later is I'm talking about Final Countdown. I'm talking about, sorry, counting here. Talking about Final Countdown, I'm talking about Electromagnetic Pulse, all sorts of reasons I want that card, even though I don't really want it. It's not a great card. Not in Solo Crisis. Alright, we'll go 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, triggering House of Mystery to draw another card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I could definitely go ahead and say goodbye to Ra's al Ghul. Don't think I want to, though. I think I'm going to go Blue Lantern Power Ring and Signature Trench Coat. I want to put myself in a bit of a better position before I jump into the next villain, I think. Alright, let's look at the top card here. We may discard it. We will. And then we can draw a card. Okay. So that's 1, 2. I'm sorry, it's just 1 power now. Sorry, 1 power, triggering House of Mystery to draw a card. 2, 3, and a bunch of these. So with that 3, we'll say goodbye to Manhunter. Which we can start collecting, because there's 2 of them now. New card comes out. Alright, 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, triggering House of Mystery to draw a card. We're going to use Mr. Terrific. We'll put a weakness into our hand to draw 2 cards. Then I'm going to play the weakness and use magic on it to destroy it right away. So that's 3 power. 4, 5, 6, we'll say superpower. Okay, 7, draw a card. 8, 9, 10, 11, destroy this vulnerability. With 11, we're going to go ahead and get Signature Trenchcoat out here to buy a card from the destroyed pile. Not buy, but gain. I think that's going to be a Manhunter. Yep. We still have 11 power. We'll get rid of the Psycho Pirate. We'll have 6 left over. With that, we'll go ahead and get the Rock, because that works well. Mr. Terrific takes up no space in our deck. Good move. Okay, I'm more comfortable now. I think we can take on Ra's al Ghul. I think we're good now. 2, 3, 4, and 5. With that, we'll get Legion Flight Ring and Bow Staff. Alright, now this deck should be a little bit more weighted away from starters and weaknesses. We've got quite a few other things floating around. Another villain. 2 power, triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. Ugh, ugly hand. 3, 4 power, and we'll use that. We'll get Power of the Red. See lots of good uses for that. Especially with Mr. Terrific, honestly. New card coming out. Another Manhunter. Put the Rot down. Alright, 1 and draw a card. 4, 7. Draw a card. 8, and then 9, 10. 10 power, but that does trigger House of Mystery to draw another card. Ooh, do we want to use this? I don't think there's anything I want to use this on. Guess I could use it on Raven and get her back. Use on Canary. No, that's a defense. We'll use on Raven. Get to 11 and draw a card. 12 power. For 12 power, 3, 4, 5, leaving us with 7. We'll get White Lantern Power Battery. Saw the opportunity and took it. I obviously could have gone Ra's al Ghul, but I wanted to clear the lineup and get rid of those villains. Oh, another one. Come on. Just can't get away from them. Quiver of Arrows looks at this top card. We'll leave it there. We'll draw a card. 2 power, triggering House of Mystery to draw a card. 3, 4, 5. We get a card from the destroyed pile. With a 5, we'll say goodbye to Talon. We'll gain a copy of Power of the Red. And I think we'll get another copy of Manhunter. I do want Raven back. But those Manhunters, they stack nicely. And I think that's the second one that we own now. Old man escapes the Manhunters. There it is. All right. 2 power, we'll say superpower. It is not. We'll leave it there. 3, 4, destroying a punch. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, is that it? 8? I thought that we had more than that. Nope, we only got to 8. Okay, we'll get Star Sapphire Power Ring and a kick. Feeling good about this deck. It's a little bulky, but we've got a lot of destruction, and we just got to use it in the right way. Also, Mr. Terrific's ability. Maybe I should have used that, but I don't know. I guess I got to pay closer attention. If I've got something like a Soul Taker Sword in my hand, I should definitely go for it if I don't have anything else going on. New card comes out. All right. Reveal the top 2 cards of my deck. If they share a card type, put them back in any order. If not, draw them. They share a card type, so I'm going to put them back with Vulnerability on top. We use Quiver of Arrows to look at that. We may discard it. Perfect. And then we'll use this to say 1 and draw a card. Oh, I forgot this would... it's okay. Don't worry about it. 2, 3... 4, 5, and 6. I don't really want to buy anything, but it's going to trigger Ra's al Ghul if I don't. So we'll get Animal Man. All right, what's going on? First of all, draw a card. There we go. Let's go with Mr. Terrific's gain a weakness to draw 2 cards. You're going to play this weakness and then use magic on it. Now we just got the 2 cards. Gain all power rings from the lineup and put them into your hand. Then gain any card from the lineup and put on top of your deck. I don't really want any of them. I'll just get the 2 power here. Let's see. Get a card from the destroy pile. That's going to be Manhunter here. So we're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5. Keep forgetting about these 2. I'm going to use Power of the Red on both of these to draw 2 more cards. 6, 7. I can put a villain on top of my deck. We'll put a Manhunter on top of my deck. And we'll stop there. All right. Shazam! 2 Manhunters here, huh? We'll go with Manhunter for 1, 2, 3. All right, we got 3 power there. We'll copy this again for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and count the heroes. 10, 11, 12. And that triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. We'll use Power of the Red on this card. 13 power. That's enough to say goodbye to Ra's al Ghul. Even if it's a 4 power, I'll use that to buy one more kick and we'll move on. Now, I really like Signature Trenchcoat. I haven't bought the second one yet. I'm saving it for like a post-collapsing Parallel Worlds if possible. If not, if I get like a copy of Dead Man in the meantime, we may do what we did yesterday and just kind of double down on those Dead Mans. Anyway, we got Flight to defend ourselves. That's good. And we got Soul Taker Sword to destroy this weakness. That's good too. All right, R. It's Identity Crisis. Each player flips his superhero face down. Players cannot avoid the supervillain's first appearance attack. Each player must discard 6 power worth of cards from his hand, and then flip your superhero face up. Hades, can't avoid it. So each player puts the top 2 cards of the main deck into the lineup, gain weaknesses equal to the cost of one of these cards. One costs 5, the other costs 4. What an ugly set of circumstances we find ourselves in. Alright, we have to put a card out for the turn as well. We'll use Soul Taker Sword to destroy one of these weaknesses. And we got 2 power here, 3, and a vulnerability. I'm not going to buy anything. That's just that. That's just that. We have to shuffle all of those weaknesses into our deck now. And hopefully they end up with Magic and Soul Taker Sword, because I don't know what else to do about them right now. Alright. Can we get 6 power out of this? Here, we're going to use Weakness, triggering the Rot to draw a card. Then we're going to use Magic on it, destroying it, and triggering House of Mystery to draw a card. I don't think we put a card out this turn. Okay, that's good news. Gain all power rings from the lineup and put them into your hand. Then gain any card from the lineup and put it on top of our deck. Well, I mean, we're going to put Shazam on top of our deck. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. We're going to say 2 power and then super power. 3/4, reveal and play this card. Okay, draw a card. Say 5/6 was a superpower. It is. We can draw a card. We have at 6 power right now, but I think we have to discard 6 power, so we got 2, 4, 6 cards to discard. So that's going to end Identity Crisis. So that crisis is over. We got our power back. We still have 6 power in play, too. All right. I think the highest here was 2, so that's 7, 8, 9 power total. We're going to get both of these. I like where that went. I do like where that went. Canary Cry comes out. Okay. We'll play this Weakness to trigger the Rot. Play this, look at this. We can discard it. We will. We'll play Star Sapphire Power Ring. Looking at these 2, put them both in our hands. And we'll use... I'm sorry, that... First of all, that's going to trigger House of Mystery to draw a card. Then we're going to use this to discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. Alright, where are we? We're at 0 power so far. 2, get a card from the destroy pile. Alright, I think we'll just get Raven back. That's 2. 3, and +1 for each hero, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7 power. They can gain an equipment from the lineup. I'll just go with the 2 power, so that's 8, 9. And we'll use that to get Apocalypse and Canary Cry. Those 2 cards go nice together. Alright, still not getting the destruction I want. Still not happening. Don't know why. Probably filling up my deck with too much stuff. It's probably all it is. All right, 1 and draw a card. All right, that is 2, and then +2 for each Manhunter, so that's 4. Six, 8, 10. It's enough to get Plastic Man, which we will use. A new card will come on out. This is just taking its time today, isn't it? All right, we're going to use this weakness to trigger the Rot, drawing a card. We'll then use Manhunter here to get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that it? Yep, that gets us to 5 power. We'll go 6, 7. We'll use this to discard 2 punches and draw 2 cards. That triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. Draw another card. 8, 9, 10. That's all we get. I don't want to buy anything. I really don't. Just gonna let it go. I guess I could have gone Mr. Terrific and drawn 2 cards, but it seems a bit risky given all the weaknesses we have already. We're not destroying them as fast as I thought we would. New card comes out. All right. Play weakness, triggering the Rot to draw a card. You know what? Why not? No, if I do that, it's gonna backfire on me. We can do. No, that's not gonna work. Man, no matter what I do, it backfires on me. Oh well. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll do 2 power here. That triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. 3 power, draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. We're going to copy that, which will also get it to 11, and then it'll be 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we're going to copy this to get to 16, 17, 18, 19. Goodbye, Hades. Leaving us with, what, 7? We'll go ahead and buy both of these 2-cost cards for that. New card comes out. Let's get ready for our next turn. We have a lot of destruction we need to do. Gotta find a way to make it happen, because it's just not. We have Final Countdown. At the start of your turn, put a card of cost 1 or greater from your hand into the lineup. Your team must destroy cards of cost 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. You got 2 and 4 out there right now. New villain, Brainiac, who we cannot defend against. Each player discards a random card and then destroys the top X cards in the main deck, where X is equal to the cost of that card. It's a 5. We have to destroy 5 cards. What did we lose? We lost nothing really important to any strategy. I mean, Skeets is useful, but nothing game-breaking. All right, we have to add a card out there. I'm going to put Quiver of Arrows back out there. It's kind of useless anyway. We're going to use Mr. Terrific to gain a weakness and draw 2 cards. And then we're going to go with Raven to draw a card. Canary Cry, we'll use that to draw a card. And I'm going to use we'll use Weakness here to trigger the Rot and draw a card. We'll use Magic to destroy said weakness. That triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. Lots of card drawing here. All right, we are at 1 power overall. 2 power. Is there another one over here? No. Let's see. 3, 4, we'll say Hero. Nope. 5, 6, 7, 8. Power of the red discards this, draws a card. 9. I mean, I don't really want anything, right? I think I want to just let the deck thin out here. New card comes out. It costs 2. We have to add a card. We'll add White Lantern Power Battery, but we're probably. I mean, I'd rather put Shazam back in there, I think. All right, we're going to use Mr. Terrific's ability to gain a weakness and draw 2 cards. Draw a card. We'll use Soul Taker's Sword to destroy the weakness we just gained. So that's 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say villain. Nope. We can use Star Sapphire, though. I guess we'll take both of them. Is that the first card of cost 5 or more? It is. That triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. 7 and draw a card. 8, 9. I can put it here on top of my deck. Wish I had John Constantine, but I think we'll go Plastic Man. So that's 9. And we get something from the destroyed pile. I mean, I guess we'll get White Lantern Power Battery. Just get it back. And get something from the destroyed pile, huh? I think we're gonna get Jervis Tetch. Just that force, look at the top card, draw it, or destroy it or discard it. That's gonna help. New card comes out. It costs 2. The card we add also costs 2, so this is not going well. Alright, trigger a weakness for the Rot. We'll use this to copy Star Sapphire Power Ring, revealing these 2. They're different types, so we'll draw them. Let's see, 2, play this card. Ooh, 3, 4, and +1 for each superpower. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We get a ton of power, but nothing we can really do with it. 13, 14, 15, 16, and that's it. I mean, we got 16 power. I just have nothing to do with it, you know? I guess we'll buy Flight to have it. And Quiver of Arrows has its purpose, so we'll buy that, but it's not looking good. Man, out of water already? Okay, have to add something. Here's a kick for cost 3. So now we got 2, 3, 4, and 5 covered. Still need 6 and 7. I'm going to use Power of the Red to just discard our entire hand and draw 3 cards. I want the destruction cards. I want to move through this deck to get them. One, 2, 3. All right. 2, 3, 4 power. Not going to buy anything. We're just going to move on. New card comes out. It costs 4, and I want it. It costs 4, and I want it. And let's go with adding... I guess we'll add Crimson Whirlwind here. All right. First of all, we'll go with weakness here for Mr. Terrific, and then draw 2 cards. We'll draw another card. Let's see, 2 power, play this card. 3, 4, you may put a superpower from your discard pile on top of your deck. No, I'm good. Right? Yeah, we're good. We'll use Soul Taker's Sword to destroy the weakness we just got, getting us to, let's see, 2, 4 power. Oh, 5, 6, Dr. Savania, sorry. Oh, and this would have triggered House of Mystery to draw a card. 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm sorry, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we'll copy that to get to 15, 16, 17. I mean, I'm tempted to buy Dead Man, but it's not a good time. Not a good time. Instead, we're definitely going to buy Starbolt 5 and move on to next turn. All right, what do we got here? I guess I'll put Flight out there for 2. Go with 1 and draw a card. 2, drawing another card. And that triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. We'll use this. Looking at here, we'll leave that there. We'll use this to discard these 2 and draw 2 cards. Again, we're only at 2 power. 3, look at the top card. You may destroy it or discard it. We'll destroy that. Thank you. And then we'll say, after we're at now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll say superpower. No, it's a hero. Oh well. And then it's 6, 7, 8. Sorry about this. 8 power is all we're getting. Is there anything worth... I mean, there's things worth destroying here. It's just... Are they worth it when there's all those weaknesses also floating around? How many weaknesses do we have right now? There's 3 weaknesses in here. I'm going to wait a little bit more. We'll go ahead and get rid of Dr. Savani with our power here and move on. New card comes out. It's a 4. We're going to add this for 6. We'll start with Star Sapphire Power Ring, looking at these 2. They're different types, so we'll draw them. That triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. We can put a hero on top of our deck. Is there one here that we really, really want? Let's go with Animal Man. And then we'll use Animal Man and say it's a hero, because we know it is. We'll use Weakness here to trigger the Rot, drawing another card. We'll go 1 and draw another card. 2, 3, we'll say Superpower. It is. Sorry, 2, 4, 5 power. 6, 7. Any other Manhunters over here? 8, 9, 10, 11. Gain all power rings in the line and put them in your hand, then gain any card from the line and put it on top of your deck. We'll gain... Do I want to gain Dead Man yet? We'll gain Dead Man next turn. We'll gain Parasite. No, you don't want to do that. Anything we want to put on top of our deck? I guess... Man, he's our cost 5, so I guess we don't want to do that one. I guess we'll just get rid of Parasite for free. Then we'll use Signature Trenchcoat to get the card of our choice from over here. Skeets seems nice. Yeah, we'll go Skeets. Next turn is a good turn to get rid of Dead Man. So let's try and do that. New card comes out. Costs 5. We have to add a card. We'll add Canary Cry. Right? No, we'll add Batarang here. Alright. We'll start with this weakness triggering the Rot to draw a card. Then we'll use Magic on it, destroying it, and that triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. Then we can put a villain on top of our deck or just draw a card. We'll just draw a card, I think. Oh, okay. We'll draw another card. This is not going well. Believe it or not. So that's 1, and then we can copy an equipment. I think we're going to copy Blue Lantern Power Ring. Yeah, okay, so we're at 1 power, and we copy this to get to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 power. We'll get rid of Dead Man. We'll buy Dead Man. And that means we can destroy 2 cards. There's one weakness, and there's a second weakness. Whew, we have 3 power left over. We'll get Flight back. These vulnerabilities go nowhere. All right. I mean, that's some progress, right? Getting rid of those whatchamacallits. Getting rid of all of those. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, those weaknesses. We destroyed 2 weaknesses that turn. All right. All right, new card comes out. Cost is 4. We have to add a card ourselves. We could add White Lantern Power Ring and end this. So I think we're going to do just that. So we have to destroy a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and a 2. All destroyed. Ending final countdown, so no more of that. Which feels good. We get back to business here. Apocalypse is on the board. Let's try real quick. Are you a villain? No. I may discard it. I think I'll leave it there. 2, 3. Copy that for 4, 5. We'll get John Constantine because he's going to be paramount to what we're trying to do here. We'll go on to our next turn. Very far behind schedule right now. All right, Jervis Tej, look at the top card. We may destroy it or discard it. We will destroy this punch. So that's 1. We'll try Apocalypse. Are you a villain? No, we'll leave you there, though. Draw a card. 2 will say Superpower. Nope, it's an equipment. So 3 power, draw a card. 4 power, drawing a card, but that also triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. 5 power, drawing a card. This will trigger the Rot to draw a card. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This does nothing. We are just shy of what we need for that. We'll hold on to this. We're going to gain a weakness and draw 2 cards per Mr. Terrific. We're at 11 power. 12 power total. We're going to use Power of the Red to discard these 2 and draw 2 more cards. There we go. All right, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And gain an equipment with cost 5 or less in the lineup. When you're handed, if I choose not to, we'll get 2 power. So we'll go ahead and get rid of Brainiac here. We'll also buy Hero of the Future. That's a pretty good turn. It started out pretty uneventful, but we got there. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Well, it's got my next hand ready and everything. I'm going to take a quick break, go fill my water back up, and I will be right back. All right, we're back. I got my water all filled up. I gotta say, I'm not terribly impressed with how this game is going so far. I mean, look at this. We've got Soul Taker Sword and Magic in our hand, but none of those various weaknesses or starters we had still floating around are in this hand. So I need to find ways to thin this deck out more, but there are cards I want to destroy before I start destroying things like Quiver of Arrows. I'm happy to destroy Quiver of Arrows, but, there are things I want to do before that. We have no defense in hand, so we have to deal with whatever this is, so that's also bad. Kryptonite Meteor. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck in the lineup. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. We're going to do a 4th one, because there's 1 for the turn. Superpowers lose all text and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy a superpower in his hand. Very well. And then Sinestro, again, we cannot defend against this. He costs 3 more to defeat for each hero in the lineup. Each player puts all heroes from his hand into the lineup. Alright, this isn't good. We're going to start Star Sapphire Powering looking at these 2 cards. They're both different types, so they go to our hand. We're going to use Soul Taker Sword to destroy this vulnerability, so that's progress. 2 power. This would have actually triggered House of Mystery to draw a card. Let's try Apocalypse. Are you a villain? No, it's a hero. We will discard him. No, we'll leave him there. Is there anything I can do to draw a card? Anything at all. I guess we could use that weakness. That's okay. Alright, we got Quiver Arrows, but we're not going to be using that. We're at 2 oh wait, I know what we can do. Duh, Indigo, well that just copies it, never mind. Never mind. Alright, so we're at 3 power. This gets 2 more for each of the Manhunters over here. 4, 5. That's that, okay? 5 power. Look at this. We know what it is. We're not going to do that. We'll go with this, copying this for 6, 7, 8. This gets us to 9 power. 9 power, huh? We're going to use that to get John Constantine and a kick. Okay. All right. We'll start with Manhunter, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it. Yep. That's 5 power. 6, 7. I can put a hero on top of my deck or draw a card. Put John Constantine on top of our deck. Do I want something from the destroy power, or do I just want 9 power? I think we'll just go 9 power. 10 power here. We'll use that to get rid of Brother Blood. Still 4 left over. I'm good. We'll get Animal Man because he actually is going to help with Sinestro. Still not really going the way I want here, especially when another villain just pops out. Come on. Alright, John Constantine looks at these 2 cards. I don't want to destroy either of them. Canary Cry goes into our hand. This goes back. Triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. We can draw another card. No, we can't draw another card. That's just 1 power. Hold on. Forgot about Kryptonite Meteor. Still 1 and draw a card, so it doesn't really change much. We'll try Apocalypse. Are you a villain? No. And we'll discard that. We're going to use the power of the red to discard everything but Whirlwind and draw 4 new cards. We're at 1 power. We're drawing 4 cards. I'm trying everything I can, I really want to say goodbye to this Kryptonite Meteor, but I have to get rid of these villains first. This not really going in my favor tonight. All right, 1 power. 2 power. Look at this. Discard it or destroy it. We will discard it. 3 power, drawing a card. We can draw another card. We can draw another card. we can use this to draw another card. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8 is enough to buy both of these. And then we'll destroy Whirlwind to end Kryptonite Meteor. All right. Then we have 2 power, and we can play this. I can't do anything with that. But 2 power, we could... I'm not going to do anything. We're good. No reason to do anything. All right. Progress. All right, let's try this. We'll start with Quiver of Arrows. Looking at this card, we'll leave it there. We'll go John Constantine next. Looking at these two, we'll just destroy the kick, sure. And that triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. So we're at 0 power. Now it's 1 and draw a card. Try this. Are you a villain? It's not. We'll leave it there. 2, 3, are you an equipment? Yep. All right, so we're at 3 power, and then we're going to do Star Sapphire Power Ring. There we go. Everything's going good now. We're going to use Power of the Red to discard 1, 2, 3 cards and draw 3 cards. Where are we power-wise? I think we're just at 3 power. Okay. Let's say 4, 5, and superpower. No. No. All right, 6. Is that it? Oh, 7, 8. Cool. We had 1. All right, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're going to copy that power to get the 23, 4, 5, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30 power. That should do that. So he costs 13 right now. So that means we have 17 left over. With our 17, we'll get Captain Cold, even though I don't think we need him. I'm sorry, Captain Atom. And we'll stop there, yeah. Whole reason for that is if we have a crisis that needs heroes, we'll have him ready. I have no defenses in my hand again. We're getting slaughtered by these villains because it just keeps hitting us. Thank you, spam bots. Enjoy going away. Bye-bye. All right. A new crisis. Wave of Terror. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share the lowest cost in your hand. And then to beat, at the start of your turn, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove the crisis if they each cost 1 or greater. Very well. The Joker. Each player puts a random card from his hand in the discard pile the player has left. If its cost is 0, repeat the process. Oh. Oh, man. All right, new card comes out for the turn. As long as it's not a villain, we have to discard the 0 cost card for a Wave of Terror, and now we're going to try and beat it by discarding 3 cards. There we go. A Soul Taker Sword and Magic. Can you believe that? Soul Taker Sword, Magic, and Dead Man. I can't imagine a better trio. But they're discarded, and that's the end of Wave of Terror, and that really did hurt. That's bad. We are just not catching up here. Okay. 2, 4. We'll move on to our next hand. And wait, hold on. Wait, 2, 4, and this triggers House of Mystery, so we get to draw a card. 5, 6. We'll try this. Are you a villain? No, we'll discard it. All right, well, we got the 6, but it's not what we need. We need 10. We got to go destruction crazy soon. Something's going to happen. All right. We can put a villain on top of the deck. I know we've got a destruction villain. Where's that Mad Hatter? Or we can just go for sheer power and put Manhunter there. Let's do that. Let's go Manhunter. And then we'll try Apocalypse. Are you a villain? Which it is. We'll do Skeets, since we can put a hero on top of our deck. That'll be John Constantine, I think. Yep. And then we'll draw a card. It'll be John Constantine. Before we go any further, we'll go with Manhunter, which is 1. Let's count them now. 2, 3. 4, 5 power. I'm going to shuffle this up because we need to. So we're at 5 power, right? We're playing John Constantine now. We'll put Plastic Man in our hand and leave Flight here. This does trigger House of Mystery to draw a card anyway. So that's 5. We'll copy Skeets to draw another card. Man, no mercy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the bare minimum, but it's the end of the Joker. So I'll take it. We need it. We really need it. Please, give me a defense card. No? We're getting destroyed tonight. At the start of your turn, put the top card of the main deck into the lineup. So that means 2 per turn, 1 for the crisis, 1 for the turn. If it's not a villain, discard a card. Each player must destroy 8 costs worth of cards in his hand. 8 costs worth of cards in my hand. Parallax. Each player reveals his hand and discards all cards of cost 3 or less. Alright. Destroys? Just discards. Okay. Just the 1. Alright, new card for the turn. For the crisis, are you a villain? No, so we have to discard a card. I guess we'll discard Dead Man here. Or... no, we'll discard Power of the Red. We have to, what? Destroy 8 costs worth of cards. You know what? No. Hold on. We're gonna discard Shazam. And then for our turn, we'll destroy... oh, I can't because Mr. Zaz is out there. Okay, we can still try this. We're going to do Star Sapphire Powering. Looking at these 2 cards, they're different types. They both go into our hand, and they trigger House of Mystery, so we draw a card. Very well. Then we'll go Manhunter here for 1. 2, 3 power. That gets rid of Mr. Zaz. Then we'll get rid of Dead Man, Quiver of Arrows, and Kick to end Untouchable Villain. They all cost 8 together. So that's over. We won't actually end up using Power of the Red. I was thinking that'd be 1 of 2 cards, but getting rid of 3 cards is way nicer right now. Way nicer. New card comes out. Let's go with this. 2 power, we'll say Superpower. It's a hero. Really gotta remember to use Apocalypse first. Alright. This is weakness here is going to trigger the Rot and draw a card. 3 power, draw a card. Gain a card of cost 4 or less in the lineup. That's going to be Parasite gone. So we're still at 3 power. This, though, is going to trigger House of Mystery to draw a card. Use magic on that weakness. Still at 3 power. 4. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we'll copy that power for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's enough to say goodbye to Parallax, sorry. Still have 5 left over. I'm not going to buy anything, though. We're good. We're going just fine. We're actually getting some things done. Please, have a defense card. Still no defense card. I'm getting hit with every attack tonight, it seems. All right, our new crisis is World Domination. At the start of your turn, resolve the current supervillain's first appearance attack against you. If it doesn't have one, discard a random card instead. Each player must destroy the top card of their deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has cost 1 or greater. Very well. Atrocitus. Each player puts his hand under his superhero. We have to, don't we? Yep. Very good hand. Going away till Atrocitus is gone. Very well. We play our turn. And then this comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get attacked by Atrocitus again. Do we have a defense this turn? We do. You may discard this card to avoid attack. If you do, you may put a hero from your discard pile into your hand or draw a card. Hero from my discard pile, huh? John Constantine. This has to go underneath Mr. Terrific now. Okay. 1, draw a card, and that triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. Draw another card. Jervis Tetch. Let's look at this. We will destroy that. Thank you. So we're at, what, 2 power. Play John Constantine looking at these two. We will... we'll draw Hero of the Future. We'll leave this here. We are currently at 2 power. We'll use that to buy Deadshot. We'll go to Beat World Domination, which destroys this card, ending World Domination. We're still at 0 power. We'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try Apocalypse. Are you a villain? No. We're going to use Power of the Red on this punch. 6, 7. We're going to say Superpower. It is. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good turn. For that, we can go ahead and get rid of Atrocitus. When the villain is defeated, discard all those cards. Still have 1 power, and we can get a card from the destroyed pile. I mean, Orange Lantern Power Battery makes sense. Deadman makes a lot of sense too, though. No, he doesn't. Not right now, but he will soon. Red Lantern Core. That sounds good. That'll get the destructions flowing. Okay, feeling good about this. Come on, defense cards. Give me those defense cards. We got 2 in our hand. That's good. Our new crisis is Electromagnetic Pulse. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck in the lineup. That's 1, 2, 3. We'll do a 4th one for the turn. Equipment cards lose all tech, snap plus 1 power instead. Well, we still have 1 non-equipment defense. That's good. Each player must destroy an equipment in hand. Alright, and our new villain, Captain Cold. Each player flips his superhero face down. We're going to use Flight here. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. We're going to put a Legion Flight Ring on top of our deck for obvious reasons. At least it should be. Alright, we'll use... something here has to work. We're going to use Blue Lantern Power Ring, which gets 1, 2... Oh, wait, no, it's an equipment. It doesn't get anything. It doesn't get anything. It just gets 1 power. But it does trigger House of Mystery to draw a card. And then we'll destroy... You know what? Let's change it. We'll do Indigo Tribe instead of this one. Okay. Then we'll destroy Legion Flight Ring. That'll say goodbye to Electromagnetic Pulse. Okay. Then we'll count this. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. And then we will... Do I want to put a hero on top of my deck, or do we want to draw a card? Let's put John Constantine on top of our deck. With our 5 power, we'll buy Soul Taker Sword. Anything to start destroying things. Alright, John Constantine, look at these two. We'll draw Shazam and leave this here, but that does trigger House of Mystery to draw it anyway. Then it's 1 and draw a card. Play this to look at these two. Draw both of them. We'll copy Star Sapphire Power Ring to do that again. They have to be 2 different types. They do. We'll just leave them as is. We'll use this and say superpower, which it is. So we're at 1 power, 3 power total. We can, we'll go with Manhunter here to get 4, 5, 6. That's it. I can put a villain on top of my deck. Well, I know which one I want. Boom. We'll use Mr. Terrific to gain a weakness and draw 2 cards. We'll get to, let's see, 9 power, because I'm going to destroy this weakness here in my hand that we just gained. Draw a card. 10, 11. 12, 13, play this card. Ooh, we can destroy a card we've already played this turn. Man, bad timing. We'll destroy Raven to get the 14 and draw a card. We'll use this to discard all 3 cards and draw 3 new cards. 15. Where are they? Come on. 16, 17. 18 and draw a card. We're just going through this whole deck, it seems. 18 and drawing a card. $19, $20. I won't destroy this. Do we want to gain anything with it? Yeah, we'll gain Katana. With 20, we'll say goodbye to Captain Cold. Still have 10 left over, which we'll use to get Red Lantern Power Ring. So we have 5 left over. I think we're good. I think we're real good. Yeah, I feel better now. I mean, we are playing through the deck now, which is good. Can I defend this turn? Yeah, we got flight, so we should be good. Rise of the Rot. At the start of your turn, gain a weakness unless you reveal one from your hand. Each player must discard a weakness card to remove this crisis. And then if the weakness stack runs out, it also ends it. Boom. Dark Side. Cost 3 more to defeat for each superpower in the lineup. We will defend with flight here. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. I wish I had a weakness right now. No such luck, though. We do gain a weakness this turn. But you know what we'll do? We'll gain a weakness for Mr. Terrific's ability. I don't think we put a card out yet, though. It's magic. And then we'll draw 2 cards. We'll discard said weakness to get rid of Rise of the Rock. That's good. He's built for that crisis. Alright, 1, draw a card, triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. 2, use magic on that to get the 3. 4, look at this. We'll leave it. I have to discard it. Shoot. I can put a hero on top of my deck or draw a card. Let's see. We'll put John Constantine on top of our deck. So we're at 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and get a card from the destroyed pile. Alright, we're going to get magic, bring us down to 5. We'll get both of these 2-cost cards. Bring us down to 1, and we get a card from the destroyed pile. Probably going to be Raven again. Ooh, or we get Dead Man. Do we have anything worth destroying over here? Yeah, we'll get Dead Man, destroying 2 weaknesses instead. Thank you, Dead Man. Thank you, Dead Man. Alright, that's my destroyed pile. Good turn. New card comes out. Alright, let's start with Constantine revealing these 2 cards. Draw this, destroy a punch. Alright, triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. Alright. Let's try Apocalypse. Are you a villain? No, we'll leave you there. Are you a superpower? Yep. And then let's try this. Okay, so we're at 2 power. 3. Anything here? 4, 5. There we go. 6, 7. 7's good. Let's try this now. 8, 9. And count the superpowers. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 power. We're getting there now. Let's get rid of Ocean Master, bringing us down to 17 power. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27 power. Okay. 28. And you put a hero on top of our deck. With 28, please tell me I've got a hero defense card. Got Katana here. Yep, so we'll put Katana on top. She's a hero defense. Goodbye to Darkseid, who costs us 13, so that leaves us with 15 power. Nothing I'm going to buy for that. We'll just keep going in the hopes that we get there soon, because we're doing all right. Doing all right. We got 2 John Constantines, 2 Magics. I think we have 2 Soul Taker shields, or Soul Taker swords. All right. Let's see how we do. We got 2 defense cards to choose from. It is a Death in the Family. At the start of your turn, destroy a hero in the lineup. If there are none to destroy, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Each player must destroy a defense in hand. Then, Deathstroke. We will use Flight to defend against Deathstroke here, which will allow us to put a card of our choice on top of our deck. Thinking John Constantine or Starbolt. Oh, wait, we can put a defense. No, we got one. What do we have here? We're going to do John Constantine. And that's what we're going to do. All right, before we go any further, well, first we have to do this. At the start of your turn, destroy a hero in the lineup. We have to add a card first. All right, we'll destroy this one. Then, for our turn starting, we'll use Katana to end a Death in the Family. So that's just over. That's the good news. We're going to use Mr. Terrific's ability to gain a weakness to draw 2 cards. So we're going to draw 2 cards now. Because he has Soul Taker Sword in our hand, so I'm thinking we'll just destroy it right away and be good. Even better. All right, we'll use Weakness, triggering the Rot to draw a card. Then use Magic on it to destroy it. Now, Magic triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. So that was a nice series of actions. John Constantine, look at these 2. We'll draw this, leave it here, and then we'll use John Constantine again. Look at these 2. We'll draw this, leave it here. Star Sapphire Power Ring, look at these 2. Oh, they're the exact same cards. We have to put them back as is. Well, we can say this for Superpower, and it is. So that's 2. You know what? 3, 4, and we'll destroy this Power of the Red. We're good. 5, 6. 7, 8, 9 is all we're gonna get here. Let's try this. Are you a villain? No, we knew what it was. We can discard it at least. Yeah, we're not gonna buy anything. I guess we'll get Hero of the Future. I like that card. Other than that, though, it's not an eventful turn. Starbolt, okay. 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 Let's start with Magician's Corset. Draw a card that triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. We'll go with 1 power here, and then, you know what, actually, instead of that, we're going to gain a weakness for Mr. Terrific to draw 2 cards. We're then going to play this weakness, which triggers the Rot to draw a card. Use magic on said weakness. That's a good couple of actions there. We can put a villain on top of our deck, or we can draw a card. What are our options here? We'll just draw a card. Then let's try Apocalypse. Are you a villain? It is. Okay. That worked real well. Where are we power-wise? Just 1. We can destroy a card to get a little bit higher. We'll destroy Whirlwind here to get to 3 power. Sorry, 4 power total. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's count this. So that's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This will copy that again, and I'll actually get another one for 27, so it'll be 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, get rid of this. We have 24 left over. Definitely Starbolt for 19 left over. And then I think that's it. We just move on. We don't need anything else out there. It's all about getting to the end now. We've got plenty of stuff to destroy. We seem to be moving through the crises better now. We're using Mr. Terrific's abilities more often because we have the cards we need in our hand. Got multiple cards like Magic or Red Lantern Corps that are destroying cards as needed. We have 2 defenses in hand here, 3 defenses actually, so a few options. Dimension Shift, put the top 3 cards in the main deck into the lineup. That's 1, 2, 3. 1 for the turn makes it 4. All the cards in the lineup cost 2 more to buy. To beat, your team reveals the top card of each player reveals the top card of his deck. If any player reveals a card of exactly 2 cost, remove this crisis. So we can defend with Flight, which goes to our discard pile and allows us to put the card of our choice on top of our deck. Like another copy of Flight, for instance, because it costs 2, which is nice. The issue is, can we get rid of all of those villains before we draw a single card? I don't know. What's in our hand here? I could put a hero or a villain on top of our deck. What would help the most? Probably this hero. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We'll use Skeets here to put a hero on top of our deck. We'll use Canary Cry. No, he won't. Will we? No, we'll use Canary Cry to draw a card. Alright, and then here we'll get 1, 2, 3. That's not good. This does not look good for us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can get a card from the destroyed pile. That's all I can do. We can at least get rid of our fleas, and we can get something from the destroyed pile if need be. I'm going to get Orange Lantern Power Ring in case we get Kyle Rayner soon. But yeah, it's not looking good. I could beat Dimension Shift right now, but we have to... Actually, could I beat it anyway? Because I think I can reveal it, and then it's just beat until... We defeat a current blah blah. Let's see. When no villains are in the lineup, you may attempt to beat a crisis. So I can't do that. Okay. All right. Here we go. New card comes out. We already did that. Okay. Well, we'll get 3 power from Bow Staff. We'll play Shazam for 4/5, and we'll play this. I guess draw a card, and then it gains ongoing. So I think we just gain that. Well, it'll go back, so we'll just put it back now because we're gonna have to just put it back anyway. So that's 5 power. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the end of this, leaving us with 2 power. Is there anything I can do to put a card on top of our deck? Let's try Apocalypse. Are you a villain? No, we'll discard it because it doesn't cost 2. We put a hero on top of our deck. Where is that katana? Man, I have no 2-cost heroes. I'm going to put Superboy. We're going to buy Superboy, bring us down to 5, and then we use this to put Superboy on top of our deck. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. I know what I'm doing, don't worry. 6, 7, and we're going to go ahead and destroy Flight. With 7, we'll go ahead and buy another Superboy, and that'll do it. Okay. New card comes out. Oh, we never got a new villain ready. Oh my god. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player gains X weaknesses where X is equal to the VP among cards in his hand. We're going to gain 2 weaknesses. Sorry about that, world. Just skipped it entirely. I was so distracted by Dimension Shift. Alright, so we got Force Field out there. We're going to use Superboy. Put a card from a superpower from our discard pile on top of our deck. Oh no, it goes into your hand? Shoot, I thought I went on top of your deck. We'll get Canary Cry here, I guess. Do I have a 2-cost villain? I don't think I do. Man, I'm trying. No, we have no 2-cost villains. I misunderstood Superboy. I thought he put it on top of my deck. He doesn't. Well, we'll use Canary Cry to put a villain on top of our deck, and it'll be Red Lantern Corps. Then we're going to use Apocalypse. Are you a villain? It is. We're going to use it to destroy Deadman here, getting us to 3, 4 power. 5, 6. Are you a villain? It is. 7. Look at this. Oh man, I guess we discard it. That's bad. We can get a card of cost 4 or less and put it into our discard pile here. We're going to get Force Field. So we're still at 7 power. I'm going to go ahead and buy 3 2-cost cards in the hopes that at least one of them gets through this deck. So shuffle, 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 a whole bunch of shuffling in the hopes that those cards make it to the top. One of them. All right, we still have Raven here. We have 1 power. I have Raven I have not played yet. Two power. 3, 4, and we'll try and beat this. It does cost 2. That does it. That ends Dimension Shift. That was very lucky. That was incredibly lucky. Alright, now we have a bunch of stuff I want to destroy because I do not want all those 2-cost cards. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, new card coming out. There's the other dead man. Had to come eventually. Let's go ahead and gain a weakness for Mr. Terrific here to draw 2 cards. We'll then play the weakness, triggering the Rot to draw a card. Then we'll trade Magic to destroy said card, which triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. We'll use Soul Taker Sword here to destroy Batarang in my hand. We'll go with, so we're at 2, 3. That's it there. 4. 5. I can put a superpower into my hand. Guess put this one into our hand. Put a villain on top of our deck. Use Apocalypse. Are you a villain? Yup. 6, 7, 8 when we destroy Flight here. 9, 10. 11, 12. 13, 14. I mean, that's enough to say goodbye to Lex Luthor. Still have 3 left over. We're good. No, we'll get Power of the Green. That'll do it. Getting close to the end here. Okay. We got Force Field in hand, but we can't use it. We do have Canary Cry, though, so that's good. Alright, new Crisis. Legion of Doom. Put the top 3 cards in the main deck into the lineup. We're going to do 4, 2, 3, 4. 3 for the Crisis, 1 for the turn. Heroes lose all text and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy a hero in hand. Just a single hero, huh? Our new villain is Black Mana. Each player he costs 3 more for each equipment in the lineup. There's a lot right now. Each player puts all equipment from their hand into the lineup. Well, that doesn't really happen. I guess you can discard this card to avoid attack. If you do, you may put a villain that costs 7 or less from your discard pile into your hand or draw a card. We'll put Red Lantern Corps into our hand. Alright, and we have to get rid of a hero, huh? Well, Force Field comes out and we draw a card. Then we're going to use Red Lantern Corps, destroying this weakness to get the 3 power. That's going to trigger House of Mystery to draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 power so far. Let's try Apocalypse. Are you a villain? No, we'll leave it there. 11, 12, are you an equipment? Yep. We can gain equipment cost 5 or less from the lineup and put it into our hand. Sorry. We'll get Soul Taker Sword into our hand. So again, we're at 1, 2, I think we're at 11. 12, 13 will destroy this kick. We can get a card from the destroyed pile. We're going to get Dead Man from the destroyed pile. And we'll destroy 2 cards. We're going to get rid of Captain Atom. And I think we get rid of Jervis Tetch now. And then we're going to buy Dead Man, leaving us with 9 power. We'll destroy Dead Man. And one more card we can destroy. We'll get rid of Raven here. All right. So we got rid of a bunch. Still have 9 power left over. We'll use that to get Manhunter out of here. And we'll then use the 9 brings us down to 6. We can still buy Oa. Great. Okay. This deck's going in the right direction. New card comes out. Oh, you know what? I think I might have screwed that up because I don't think I can actually play heroes. They're all +1, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Alright, I screwed that up. Sorry about that. Well, we'll destroy Plastic Man and Legion of Doom. I don't think it would screwed up anything too bad. Alright, John Constantine's up, revealing these two. We'll draw this and leave it here. Triggers House of Mystery, though, so we draw it anyway. John Constantine again. Oh, yeah, put him back. We'll take this and we'll destroy Batarang. And Star Sapphire Power Ring looks at these two. Put them both in our hand. We can put a hero on top of our deck. Put Dead Man on top of our deck because we're going to use Red Lantern Power Ring to look at the top 2 cards of your deck, leave one on top, and destroy the other one. I will leave this here and destroy this to get +4 power. So that's 4 power total. 5, 6. Draw another card. Well, we'll copy the power of this to get to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Put a hero on top of my deck. Put Superboy on top of our deck. And we won't be doing anything with this. With 15, can we afford it? No. We have to clear out all of this junk first. So we're going to buy all of it. So 2, 4, 5 leaves us with 10. You get this, brings us down to 6. And that's that. That's all we can buy this turn. I didn't want to buy all that junk. I have to, though. Black mana is going to be manageable. Okay. We'll go with Magician's Corset. That's 1 power, drawing a card, triggering House of Mystery to draw another card. We're then going to use Soul Taker Sword to destroy this weakness in hand. So again, we're at 3 power. 4 power, put a superpower into my hand. There you are. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 power, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I mean, that does it. That's enough to get rid of black mana for sure. 21 minus 10 is 11. We'll go ahead and buy Force Field for funsies and move on to next turn. That Force Field is going to do anything at this point. There's no more attacks to be dealt. I'm really hoping it's not Collapsing Parallel Worlds, just because we've got so far already. I'd hate to get this far and be stuck with just Collapsing Parallel Worlds. Ooh. Alright. Do I have 5 cards here, actually? Nope, there's 4. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lots of garbage in this deck. We had to buy a bunch of cards there towards the end. We're going to get our final crisis, and it's Collapsing Parallel Worlds. Had to happen, right? Each player puts all cards he buys or gains from the lineup under this card. Once there's 10, remove them. They become your new deck. Then it's Crisis Anti-Monitor. Whenever a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Add 2 heroes each turn. Alright. I'm sorry, 2 cards each turn. So that's 1 card, a second card. Alright, first of all, now it's time to really start dwindling things down. Draw a card. We'll then use John Constantine to draw 2 cards. So I look at 2 cards. We'll draw one, destroy the other. We'll use Magic on Legion Flight Ring to draw another card. We're just going to destroy all the garbage. That's what we're going to do. Look at this. Are you Apocalypse? Are you a villain, I mean? No. Okay. Do I want to do this? Oh, sure. We'll do it. Look at these. Perfect. Yeah, we'll leave this here and destroy this for 1 power. So we're at 1 power. 2/3, play this card. Or that you played this turn. I guess it's just Red Lantern powering, so now it's these 2. We'll keep Indigo and destroy this. So that's 7 power now. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. I can get a card from the destroyed pile. We'll just get the 14 power, though, I think. 14 power will go 5, 10, 14. So that's 3 of the cards we need. That's pretty good. So, a second card comes out. That's 1 weakness gained because of Plastic Man there. Oa hits the table. Let's try this. Are you a villain? No. We'll leave it there. Play this. Are you an equipment? Yes. Okay. How do we want to handle this? How? We'll do Manhunter first. I don't think there's anything over here, but just in case. Nope. That's 1. Put a hero on top of my deck, though. That'll be John Constantine. 2. I guess this gets us 3 power, but does trigger House of Mystery to reveal these 2. We'll do this one. We'll leave this one here. 4, 5. Are you a superpower? I'm going to put a villain on top of my deck, or draw a card. 6, draw a card. 7, I can put a superpower into my hand. Magic, okay. We'll go with 8 once we destroy Flight here. All right, with 8, 5, and 3 is perfect. All right. Doing everything I can to kind of dwindle this deck down a little bit by a little bit so I can keep as much of it as possible. 2 cards have to come out. Those are good cards. Okay. We will draw a card. Put this down to draw another card. We'll get to 3 power by destroying this card. Use this to look at these 2. Put them both in our hands. Put a villain on top of our deck. Or just draw a card. We'll just draw a card. Ooh, okay. So we're at 3 power. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. 8 power total. We're definitely getting Mind Control Hat, leaving us with 1 power. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, and we'll use Magic on that to get to 8, 9. 9 will get us both of these. And where are we now in terms of cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get 2 more. This next turn's probably going to be it. New card comes out. It's a hero, so we gain a weakness. Another card comes out. It's a hero, so we gain another weakness. Well, it's a good time to lose everything. All right, John Constantine's going to look at these 2. We'll take on Superboy and destroy Skeets. That triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. That's not really going to help me. We'll use Superboy, though, to get a superpower into my hand. That'll be Starbolt, probably. Hard time imagining a world where it's not Starbolt. All right, so that's 1 power. Let's try this now. That's 2, 3. Count the superpowers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 power. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14. Where are we? 15, 16. 17, 18. We'll keep this one. That's enough to buy both of these, which destroys all of these cards. We did lose a signature trench coat. I think we actually lost both signature trench coats. We did. But we are so close to the end here that I'm just not worried about it. Because that's our final Crisis defeated. Now he's got to beat Crisis Anti-Monitor. And hopefully not gain any weaknesses in the process. So this is gone. One card, it's a hero, so that's one weakness gained. Second card, it's a villain. All right, new Genesis hits the board. Let's look at this top card. Are you a villain? No, we'll leave that there. We will draw a card, and then we'll draw 2 cards. Then we'll draw a card. Then we can put a villain on top of our deck if we wish. No, we won't yet. Hold on. We won't play that yet. Instead, we'll play Manhunter here for 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 power. We can put a villain on top of our deck. Apocalypse, are you a villain? Yup. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10 when I... Actually, you know what? 7. And we'll use Mr. Terrific's ability to gain a weakness to draw 2 cards. All right, 8, 9, 10 when I destroy this weakness. We will copy Mind Control to draw 2 more cards. 11, 12 when we destroy this weakness. And then I'm going to use this to discard these 2 cards and draw 2 cards. All right, reveal these 2. We'll take this one, leave this here. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 power. I think that's enough. Even if I got rid of the villain first. Oh, I wouldn't have enough if I got rid of the villain first. That's okay. It doesn't matter. He just costs 1 extra for all the cards in the lineup. So that's it. That's it. We win. It's over. We beat him. Woo. Who? More spam. Lots of spam lately. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but lots of spam messages. Okay. That was pretty good, but I gotta be honest, it didn't go as well as I hoped. I thought Mr. Terrific would be a lot better. I think I got kind of hurt early on with a few attacks I couldn't defend against, and it took me a while to get back from that. I had a lot of weaknesses in my deck that were not from Mr. Terrific's ability, so I didn't get any strength from using those abilities. We basically just got hit by them. So, win some, lose some, you know, that's the whole deal, but I mean, we won. Not as smooth as yesterday's game, but I'll still take it. I still think Mr. Terrific can really shine outside of Dark Knight's Metal set, and that's what this game was all about, right? Yes. Okay. So, this was for Season 10, Round 1 of the Solo Crisis League. It's a semi-competitive way of playing the DC deck building game and its various Crisis expansions. So, this is Season 10. We've been doing it since July of 2020. Crazy to think about that, but it's been a while now. We're at about the 1.5 year mark. It's pretty cool. Really proud of it. Check it out if you're not sure what it is. If you're already enjoying the league or the videos or whatever it is that brought you here tonight and you're considering supporting those efforts, making these videos happen, making the league run, consider supporting it through a few different means. You can check out the Etsy store. We got things like the official league mat. We also have stickers and pins and all sorts of fun stuff. Those are also available within our Patreon. Patreon gets you things like mid-round results, sneak peeks, upcoming rounds, and members-only rounds between seasons, as well as thank yous in the video. Today I'm thanking 2 people. thanking Veb and Astrodar. They are both member of the Solo Champions League. There we use Marvel Champions instead of the DC deck building game. I'm glad they're enjoying themselves. Astrodar has really been a big part of the league for quite a while now. Veb's new, and I'm really enjoying it too. So thank you for checking it out. Thank you for joining the Patreon. And that's all I've got for tonight. So you have a good night. Talk to you later.